How are you?
I'm fine. You still?
Good. You got to back up a little bit.
Can you see me? Let me sit up a little bit. There it is. Okay. How you doing?
All right. How old are you?
Almost 50.
Almost 50 years old.
I am.
All right. Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. Your face is like half cut off. Can you back the camera up right there? Right there.
Why is they not doing that? I don't know.
So where's your husband?
He's out.
I don't believe you.
You don't think so?
No. When did you get married?
You said what?
When? When did you get married?
2017. I've been married 3 times.
Okay. How long you been married this time?
2017.
So why are you here then if you're married 3 times?
Oh no, I'm just here because a lot of females disagree with you, and I actually disagree with a lot of stuff that you say as well.
About what? Such as?
Such as it's like you make it seem like women who don't, make as much money. Hold on. Here it is. Let me pull this. I should have used my iPhone 12. To be honest, I'm just here because a lot of females that I do speak with, they're like totally against the fact that you say that they can't get a man of money. It's not too many straight men with money anymore anyway. So they're not even looking for women. A lot of them are not.
They're not looking for hoes.
Well, thought is in, actually.
No, it's really not.
That's hold on.
Hold on. First,
go ahead.
Don't come in here talking about men that have money aren't straight, not looking for women. That's bullshit.
You think?
Do you want this to go reasonably or do you want it to go left?
We're just having a conversation.
No, we're not, because you don't come in here disrespecting men.
But it's okay for you to tell women.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, okay, you're talking to me. Talk.
This is what the problem is today. Disrespectful ass women.
You think?
Yeah, I think you're making.
A lot of women. It's a lot of women who have bad attitude.
I think you're making it look even worse.
No, because I agree with you. I agree with you on that part too. Because it's a lot of.
You came in here, and instead of having a conversation, you come in pissing and shitting all over the place. Why?
No, I didn't really. I'm just letting you. No, to be honest,
you think you think you come in here in good faith and respectfully?
Yeah, definitely. Because I could definitely speak different, but I'm not.
This is how. Okay, man, I've had to ask you to hold the camera steady several times. Okay.
Because I'm having to hold the camera back, and I'm not used to doing that when I'm on live. So I don't understand why I have to hold it so far back because you can't.
Because your face is all up in the camera, and it makes your face look fat. And you're laying down, and you're 50. Were you saying something? Because it brought it down. What did you say? What do you disagree with?
A lot of women disagree with you. I'm just telling you what they feel like.
I'm asking you what you disagree with.
Oh, I disagree with the fact that you think that women, because they don't make enough money, they can't get certain men and stuff like that. Yeah, I do disagree with that.
When did I ever say that?
You said it to several women, actually.
No, you're actually 100% wrong.
Okay. That's not true, but anyway.
This woman is actually trying to say that I've told women that if you don't make a certain amount of money, you can't have a certain amount of men. Everybody who's ever watched my content, put hearts up to let this woman know how fucking wrong she is.
Okay.
Because I tell you, men don't care about your money.
Right. Oh, no. It's not the money. It's the way they look. That's it. It's not the money. It's the way they look. Okay, yeah, because a lot of men who do have money, they're not concerned with that.
And what do you mean the way they look? Yeah.
Everybody's following the bandwagon. Of course, they're going to get
No. See, that's what you like to see. You're 50 years old, and instead of having a reasoned conversation, when people don't agree with you, they're following the bandwagon. You come in here, you made the wrong point on the wrong topic. What about the way they look? About their weight?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I see women with weight on them with men who make money, who have, make decent
Okay.
money or whatever.
So this is another one. This is another woman who comes in half-ass talking points. Now, understand. She basically tried to come in and say that the problem is men. The problem is there are not enough men with money who are straight looking for women. Wrong. It's that many of you women are unfit for the men you're looking for. You're physically unfit. You're emotionally unfit. You're psychologically unfit. You're relationally unfit.
Not I. So I keep a husband. I'm not worried. You're not talking to me.
Yeah. And your husband he's a successful man.
You know what? I don't have to work. I'm
Okay.
fine. And I look young, so I'm not worried.
And you act even younger.
And I want to. Who wants to look old or stressed out?
This is a damn shame. This is what our women think they should be. A fucking childish 50-year-old.
No one says
Fucking childish 50-year-old. I'm sitting here looking at this. This is what black men have to pick from. Basically, what you're asking is, do white people understand the power of image and that they use image against us?
Basically, yeah.
White people have always understood the power of image. What do you think D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation was? 1915, the first assault against a black man. The problem is, if black people don't act that way in the world, it makes it hard to. Back in D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation, that was shown on motion pictures. There was different, there were segregation. Black and white people did not live together, so a lot of white people only saw black people on the media.
Right.
But today, we live in an integrated society where white people see black people in their day-to-day lives and they see them online. The problem is we don't control our image.
Right.
They could not decide to use our image against us if we didn't walk around playing these characters in the daily. So if they try to say, well, if they got some sympathy because they were dressed in their Sunday best on Sunday, and white or rural America who never runs into a black person saw somebody dressed holding a Bible looking like what they look like in Iowa and saw an American, let's use that against them. Well, if they tried to make it some caricature, if we still cared about how we carried ourselves, they would say, what you have on the TV or the media does not look like the woman I work across or live across the hall from. But the problem is the woman that they in the office, the woman at the Starbucks, the woman at the bank, everywhere else look the same. They look like BAPS. See, BAPS was supposed to be funny. Remember that movie BAPS? Yeah, but now BAPS looks real. RuPaul was you better work. That was supposed to be funny. Ha ha. Now a lot of black women look like RuPaul. Do you realize black men are having a problem recognizing a natural born woman from a real woman today?
Right.
Do you understand that? Do y'all understand this? Because here in Atlanta, with the crazy hair, that could be a lace front on a man or a woman.
Right.
If you've seen the tricks that can be pulled with makeup and facial sculpting, man or woman, y'all are big as hell now. So it ain't like you gotta be petite anymore, a man or a woman. Long ass fingernails. And then what comes out of your mouth, you are literally having to ask, excuse me, are you a natural born female? Before you talk to her. That's a goddamn shame.
You're right. So when
but hold on, before we move, but where are white people in that?
Nowhere. No. Right. So when you say this, right? Okay. Now that you said that, this is the image that we, right? This is the image that we are also as black perpetuating. So if that's the case, and we are trying to recreate ourselves and ourselves to model what is more about feminine, because I feel like that's what we need to get back to. I started a self journey.
Well, you're kind of breaking up. Because I don't know if you're on Bluetooth, but I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam. But the Nation of Islam has taken some of the worst of us and put together a pretty damn good image. Look at what the women of the Nation of Islam, you don't associate them with thoughts, do you?
No.
So we have models. When you look at a man who went to jail and was the worst part of the worst, but when he went through to Islam, you don't associate him with the street anymore, do you?
I get what you're saying about the image. I'm more so maybe looking forward towards like recondition Black women to understand this, because it's more of that of women.
Well, first you got to recondition what you see every day. Look, your image is not what you tell the world you think they deserve. See, as an image professional, I understand the power of image. What we see every day in the mirror, we reflect. So if you don't like what it is you see, or if you change how you feel about what it is you see, you're more likely to take care of it.
Right.
I mean, how old are you again? What?
I'm 27.
27. There used to be a time where people would not go out of their house in pajamas or rollers or bonnets in their head. They come online like that. What does that say about somebody's self-esteem level? And they feel like they look good.
Yeah. I feel like we have to. I think what we mostly is what we want to imitate, because it's mostly what's popular, if you will. So, like you just said, it's what we consume, and that's a little
popular with whom?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Popular with whom?
Popular, like culturally wise, like the
No. You women don't dress for the men. You don't dress for what we want. You dress for what each other
that's
like.
why I said Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions. I'm talking about what.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Right, and we start to see that, and like I said, it's hard to fight a culture that's just set in this way.
Well, yeah, but you do it one person at a time. So one thing I would say you do, hold up your hands.
Oh, my fingernails is long. I'm not even gonna.
See, those got to go.
Right. I understand that. And it's
your hair.
Between
the natural you is what men want.
Right.
When you came on, I'll guarantee you, before you opened your mouth, men already start making up their mind as soon as they saw your fingernails. Because what do we associate that with? What do we associate it? What do you think men associate it with?
Ghetto. I know what they think because I hear.
Ghetto or strippers?
Yeah, and I'm neither actually. So I understand that I know that.
But if you're neither, why would you want to be associated?
Right. So it's like, well, I'm a data. Sorry, I'm a data.
Huh?
I'm a data analyst. I literally quit my job like a few months ago.
Okay, so my question is, you're a data analyst.
See, but I can't.
But why? But it doesn't matter if you can.
What I'm saying.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
It doesn't matter if you can. Should you?
So that's what I'm about to answer. So I quit my job. So when I quit my job, I wanted to express myself how I wanted to express myself. So I wanted to do
like a stripper or a ghetto.
And you know, if that's what it's associated.
Ma'am, listen. See, this is where y'all go awry. This independent I.
So that's what I was going to get to. I wanted to know the difference between what's expressing myself and then what's conditioning towards, like what you
express yourself in a way that does not look like a stripper or ghetto. There has to be something in between. There has to be something in between being a ghetto or a stripper and expressing yourself.
Right, and that's
Claire Huxtable. Go back. We have Black women used to be the standard of beauty. But now you're the standard of what? What? Ratchet? That is because even the college-educated employed of you look like you're going to the strip club.
Right. But
there's another race of women that do that. You don't see college-educated women looking like trailer park trash. Mm-hmm. They don't say, I want a Kush light. Their last name Tammy Faye or so-and-so. They don't have that damn tramp stamp on the back. They ain't wearing Daisy Dukes. They're not smoking, chewing gum. They know how to put the fucking General Lee and the Dukes of Hazzard stuff up. Everybody else knows how to do it. But see, let's be real. Black women want nobody to judge you. It's like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and you can't tell me that. And that's fine. That's too damn independent, too one-minded.
And I'm listening to you because I'm changing.
Because
right?
black men don't want this. Black men, when black men see those, they look, you know what they honestly think? They're like, here goes another sister with these raptor claws and this stuff on her head.
You're right.
That's what they see. And the first thing they say is, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3". I'm short.
Dress size?
Oh, I'm plus size. I'm plus.
What is the dress size?
My dress size, I'm a size 17. Like, I'm literally right there. 16 to
16. How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I'm 200 pounds. Yeah.
All right. So this is a problem. You're an educated black woman who's a data analyst. You're supposed to be a logical person.
I am logical, and that's.
Right. And there's no. But that. Do you have any children?
I don't have any children. No.
And you're 27. There is no reason a 5'5" woman should be weighing 200 pounds. And here's what men think: you care more about what's on your head and your hands than in your arteries.
Right, and you're correct. I've lost pounds, so I'm.
How much you lost? How many?
70 pounds. Yeah.
So you almost 300 pounds.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. I'm doing a lot of work to try to get myself there. Like I said, if I wasn't allowed to finish, but the reason why I did this to my nails was because I was a data analyst. So I'm so used to being a certain type of way or having to look a certain way. So I just wanted to.
Then you could have did a French manicure.
I don't like French manicures, but
see, that's the thing. See, the thing is, it's about what y'all like. I got a question for you and all other black women. When you gonna start doing something for us, not you? For
right,
your people.
That's why.
No. Listen to the question. When are y'all gonna start putting your people first? Your every no, you can't answer because I'm not finished. Okay. When are you gonna start saying, I am going to carry myself a certain way to increase the ethnic image of my sisters and my brothers and so my mother and father and my community can be proud of producing women like me, and then I will put myself second or third, because the problem is too many black women today put themselves first. That's why you can't never be with nobody long term, because you're always number one. It's what you want. You, me, I.
Right.
How many relationships have you had that you have not left?
That I've not won.
How many relationships have you had?
I've had serious relationships. 3 serious relationships.
How many?
3 serious.
And of those 3, you left 1.
No, out of the 3, I left 2. 1, he left me.
All right. How old were you when that one happened? When you left? When he left you?
Oh, that was fairly recent. Like, it wasn't even 2 months. I don't even know if I can call it a relationship.
It's not a relationship. No.
Okay.
So my point is, my grandmother and her generation, they carried themselves in a way to where the name meant something. You're a Samuels. You carry yourself a certain way. I would go around Oklahoma and I'd be a kid and they would know who I belong to. You act like one of them Samuels. You carry yourself like that. Today, women are y'all's own God. It's amazing that the most Christian group of women on the planet are their own gods. You want to see some of the most comically dressed black women? Go to church. In the Bible, it says about all the self-adornment, but then up there, and it will say we do it because men are attracted. They like Cardi B and this and that. We don't want that. What fit, feminine, cooperative, your own hair, no kids.
Right.
And at 27, 80 years ago, you'd have been somebody's wife and mama. But right now, you are an individual.
Right.
You can pay for yourself, and the only rule is what I want.
Yeah.
And this is why it is unfortunate when I say so many of our sisters will be alone, because one of the things men look for is a woman who's under any kind of discipline. That's why fitness matters so much, because it shows a woman that's under some sort of discipline. And far too many modern women are undisciplined. You may earn money. You may be scholastically, academically, even professionally doing well. But relationally,
yeah, no. And I agree with you there. I do. And that's why I'm here. I want to learn, because the things you're saying, men have not been this open in the past. So we didn't know.
They can't, because as soon as you do, you're gay, you hate black women, you got to be canceled, we need to kill you.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I agree with you there, but these things I never heard. So when I am hearing it, I am making judgments, and I am
there's money in keeping y'all believing that the problem is men. There's books to be sold, movies to be sold. I mean, there's profit to be made off keeping black men and black women separate. You should be married to a black man and living in a house, owning property, and storing and saving for the future and your children, not paying rent here, he's paying rent there, and keeping us consuming. Our dollar circulates 6 hours in our community. We paid at 5 o'clock, we broke by midnight. Most people dollar circulate in their community at least 12 days, 7 days on the minimum. And the problem is, more than anything else, is even the best of our women are not under any. I'm gonna say this: do you really believe that the average black woman like yourself wants to be under the authority of a black man?
No.
Well, goddamn.
And the reason why I say that, because when you say high value men, I have to ask myself, because I was married before, I have to ask myself, what do I consider high value men? Does the world consider a high value man? And does that image match up? Like I said, right, that's what I'm at now. I'm in this stage of nature versus what's been conditioned to me and what's my actual nature. Right. So I look at that and say, well, what do I consider a high value man? So from your description of what a high value man is, I don't see a lot of those men. And it could be what you say. I'm not it, so I'm in. So, you know,
well, they exist. They exist. It's just that, honestly, high value men have barriers. They keep women that they don't find appealing away from them.
Right. And that's see, what you're saying is, this is not known to me. I was raised completely different.
But let's take it away from high value. Let's just take this average women. Why the average black woman doesn't want to be under the authority of average black men. And even if you are a high value black man, you still have to be a high value black man and a porn star to even get a woman to consider submitting. But you look at a guy who can come into this country illegally, stand out in front of Home Depot or collect cans and sell oranges, and he is getting femininity and submission and cooperation, and she's under his authority. Here's the question. Honestly, if you don't want to be under the authority of a black man, what man's authority do you think the average black woman wants to be under?
See, and maybe I didn't answer that. I do want to be under authority.
I didn't say you. I'm talking about the average black woman.
Right. That's what I'm saying. For me. So you're talking about for the average, because I personally do want to be, but the average black, I feel like that's because black women have just been like we've been so put into masculine energy where it's like you accept certain things that are even being heard or being saying anything negative to us. Like if you say, hey, you need to.
So the question is, what group of men's authority do you want to be under if it's not black men?
No man's. Then you would.
Well, right? and thank you. And that's what I believe is the truth. You don't want to be, the average black woman doesn't want to be under the authority of any man. It's my dog and Jesus. And that's why dying alone is their future. Because every other group of women realize that they need a man to get from one end of life successfully to another. But prior to 1965, we were at a rate of 80%. Black women were under the authority of a black man. My grandmother out-earned my grandfather. But she stayed in her marriage because of something bigger than themselves. So what has been happening to the black community? Montana scissors. As black male unemployment went down, black female welfare went up. So it showed that black women, when given a chance, don't want to be with black men. Don't want to be with any man. You would even take a decreased standard of living. So now that you're educated, own money, whatever, the average black woman, like Yana Van Zandt said, is out of order, out of control, under no one's discipline. You're not even under the church's discipline, but claiming to be Christian to the point to where, what is the average brother looking at? It's like, You heard that a couple of weeks ago where a sister didn't even want to smile at a black man.
I've seen that segment, yeah.
So do you have any brothers?
I have 5 brothers, yes.
And what is it looking like for them?
Well, my oldest one, he's married to a Hispanic. So I've definitely interviewed. Like I said, I'm just learning this stuff. I'm curious to know too. I've never been attitude type, all that. Like I
have 5 brothers. Are you the only girl?
No, I have 2 girls. My older sister, and then
your mother and father married?
No. So I grew up. I didn't have like.
Well, I would say the main thing is, ma'am, fitness is major for me.
Yeah.
Fitness and
Definitely.
And you see what, men want peace. Men want peace more than anything else, and peace is in short supply today. And I don't even think a lot of women recognize that they're so in their masculine. They honestly think that I'm just expressing myself. It's like, it's not peaceful. So I'm gonna get on to the next person. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Thank you.
It's not hard.